1.
All right, welcome to the Wild Cannons podcast. Kind of a bigger crowd today, so can't wait to get into that. To my right, we have Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. And how are you doing, T?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. Across from me today, we have Ryan. Ryan, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. Pumped to be here with the boys.
And speaking of boys, Ryan, who do we have today?
We got the Potato Boys. The fucking crew.
We got the Potato Boys. So we have a full house today. We have 6 of us in here. If you're watching, to my left, we have Stephen, is it Matkin?
Matkin, yeah.
Stephen Matkin. We have Essex Prescott.
Nice.
And we have Blake Bowerman.
That's it, dude.
How you boys doing?
Dude,
Good.
stoked to be here, man.
Glad to be here.
So damn good.
And everyone was on time.
I
Yes.
know, right? Barely.
Yep, Essex made it on time.
Miracles do happen.
Essex was splitting traffic to get here, but
I don't cross state lines too often, but you boys got me out here.
That is
We were talking about sharing GPS. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit later. Who shares each other's GPS with their phones and who doesn't.
Can I use my phone real quick?
But we're super excited to have you in the studio today. Man, much respect for your passion for adventure, getting into the local backcountry. We talk about chasing powder, pillow lines, hitting ridden terrain in this local area, hiking narrow couloirs, winter camping, plains, pond skims, and basically just having a fucking rad time. You're an inspiration to us. I mean, we look up to you guys. From that sense, you do some awesome videos, high quality ski flicks. You're just into all sorts of crazy fun shit. Epic adventures, surf trips to the coast, motorcycle camping in Mexico, racing moto, wake surfing, kind of the list goes on. And we're excited to learn more of your shenanigans.
Did you just say skiers?
We did say skiers.
Skiers, dude.
Yeah.
First time we've had skiers.
So first time we've had skiers.
Dark side
we want
of the
you
studio.
guys.
Hey, much respect that you guys allowed us to come on the podcast. Straight up,
like we
dude.
said,
That means a
dark
lot.
side.
Coming from, I stand sideways in every other sport, dude, except for skiing.
So we love, like I said, lots of respect for what you guys are doing, and then the open side of it as well, right? You guys have always been super cool in inviting to us, and to have someone in this area pushing the way you guys are pushing, and then just having a kick-ass time, I think speaks volumes. So we're happy to have you here, and we're just gonna hop straight into this shit, and we want to know the backstory of Famous Potatoes, Potato Boys. So kind of just go around, maybe tell us, where you're from, that little bit, where you're living now, and then how you guys all came together and where the name came from.
Whoa.
Maybe introduce yourself on the mic just so
Yeah.
the listeners know who's talking as we kick off.
Whoa.
Who wants to start?
Take us away,
Dude,
Blake.
I'll take it away, yeah. Yeah, so my name's Blake Bowerman. I grew up here in Spokane Valley. Born and raised, man. My mom's from here. My old man's from somewhere else. That doesn't matter, but... yeah, dude, grew up here my whole life, and it was kind of crazy the way that, like, the Potato Boys came together, because it was... We all grew up together, was like the main thing, other than Steven. We didn't really know Steven when we were younger, but like Essex and I grew up ski racing together up at, well, he was a silver guy at first and then came over to Schweitzer with the rest of us yahoos. But yeah, dude, pretty much started there, and then we became good friends with Steven. I was skiing a lot with him kind of later in life, and Essex had moved back from Whistler, and I mean the list goes on. Like, there's so many details, but yeah, it's that's kind of the short story. Is like we all kind of just became good buddies and realized that we like skiing in the backcountry, and away we went.
I'll jump in for a second.
Yeah.
So I'm from Spokane, born and raised. Went to high school locally and just did the thing. I grew up skiing at 49 degrees north, and then say right around the time I was like 12 years old, my dad stopped skiing, and so I was just like, I want to ski race because that was the only way to get myself to the mountain.
Word.
So I started ski racing at Mount Spokane for a few years, and then obviously later in life, Blake was talking about it. He was like, we started skiing together. We had some mutual friends, but this kid was a park rat. He just wanted to go to the park. And we were at Schweitzer,
Respect.
which everybody knows where that is. And there's some train above the train park. And I used to have to convince him to ski with me. I'd be like, yo, we got to go ski the C chute or B chute into the train park. And I would like legitimately bug him every day. I'm like, we're going to go ski this in the train park. And so, yeah, that's what we did for like years before.
True.
Like probably like 2 years before Essex moved back from Wiss. And then, yeah. It was
I'd be
nuts.
like, yo, I want to do a park lab. And he'd be like, okay, yeah, but we got to do C shoot to the park.
I think that's awesome.
Every time.
Yeah.
And I did
That's
it,
like
that's
the
awesome.
rule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was C chute
Like,
park. And I did it
okay.
with multiple people because all I
Fair.
wanted to ski was the park. And I was like, no, we got to ski into the park. And so,
That's what's sick about Schweitzer is you can ride some sick lines
yeah,
to the
yeah.
park.
it was awesome. So, yeah. But, yeah, and then Essex moved back.
Yeah, I think me and Blake were running amok in the young ski racing days, wreaking havoc, and Blake kind of always had a little bit of that bad boy vibe going on.
What do you mean he used to? He's still
Yeah, he's still got it. I mean, look at it. Like, look at
When you
these
say
guys.
bad boy, how baggy?
Yeah. Well, the bad boys changed over the years, but I mean, straight up, like, if we're looking at the trailhead, we got a front on someone or what's going on. Like, having this guy in my back pocket is so clutch. Look at him.
Blake, how tall are you?
Nicest dude you've ever seen.
I mean, it
but-
also helps when he shows up
Depends.
in a truck and you're there in a Subaru.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. For all the listeners, Essex used to drive his Subaru with a trailer to the trailhead with a snowmobile on it, which is not core for North Idaho backcountry.
It's like a soccer mom showing up to
People
ski.
loved it.
I love it. Seriously, I think right now there's 4 of us that
Yep.
drive Subarus.
Yeah.
Dude, you have the same
We're
grade
outnumbered,
one I do.
Blake.
Is I saw that. So sick. Anyways, yeah, no, Blake was kind of the bad boy, and as soon as he started wearing baggy gear and quit ski racing, I was like, damn, this kid is cool. I gotta get into this. And so, no, I think we because we kind of stopped ski racing. You stopped earlier than I did.
I stopped early, dude.
Yeah, and
I was
then
out, dude.
end of high school, we thought I was trying to be a bad boy too, and we were just like skiing park and hitting rails and doing the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then our paths parted for what? Probably like 7 or 8 years.
Dude, a good bit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I just saw
quite.
a tear kind of come down.
I know, literally. That's why I said I'm gonna cry. I'm
Straight
gonna
up,
cuss.
dude.
Like it's not happening today. And yeah, no, our paths. Then I decided to move back for different
Well,
circumstances.
you were in Whistler. Though. You went
Yeah.
off to college, right?
Yep, I
I
was-
did not.
So college in Whistler? Like in Canada?
in Vancouver.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a sweet setup. I moved up there really to ski. Got a degree at the same time, which Steven didn't think I actually graduated. He didn't know that until years later.
And I don't know when it was, but I was
Yeah.
like, you graduated?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, what do you think I did?
I thought he skied, which he did.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I definitely pursued the pro ski thing in Vancouver and Whistler for a while, and it was a sick run. It was so much fun. I was able to kind of go to school in the off season and ski and film in the wintertime and do the whole deal. And yeah, it worked out perfect because I got a visa because of school, so I could hang out up there for a handful of years, even after I was out of school, which was clutch.
Until he got it revoked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
Did
whole
you
other
did
story.
you ride the Cypress, Seymour, and
Dude, Seymour
What?
was our spot.
Yeah.
Like after class and stuff, we used to literally call it Freemore because you could just ski onto the lift and no pass. They only checked every 5th time. And if
allegedly?
they ever, yeah.
Allegedly.
If they ever caught you at Seymour, all you would have to do is go back to your car, change your jacket, and go back out. It was insane. We
Freemore.
literally call it Freemore. So
That's
anyways,
some dirtbag shit.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's better
But
than our wire clippers.
yeah, so then we ended up. I lived in Whistler for a while after that. Yeah, the ski thing was going awesome. Got to travel a ton, film a ton with some rad people, do the deal, and yeah, then the visa ran out and it was time to leave. So was just kind of trying to figure out what was going on. I knew I was coming back home. I knew the mountains were sick back home, but I didn't know much about them. I'd skied a little bit of backcountry in high school with some of our ski race coaches from back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
mega
shout
props,
out
yeah,
Mike Altringer. Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
Chainsaw,
yo.
My dog.
it's so cute too.
Yeah, exactly. Jinx.
Best ski coach ever, dude.
So is he
up.
still coaching? Do you know what's
No, he's off the coaching.
Jamie's
game,
still
but-
coaching though.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time ever to Stevens Peak was with Jamie.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, we looked into the main coulee. It was.
Oh, that's
heavy.
right. I knew that.
It was
Yeah,
sick,
yeah.
but anyways, yeah, came back. I was like, man, the mountains are sick. What's going on? And I honestly hadn't talked to you for years.
Well, that was the thing is like literally. So Essex moved back from Whistler, and that season we immediately like reconnected up at Schweitzer. And this was like me and Steven were skiing all the time, and I had just moved back from the oil field in North Dakota, so I was like kind of trying to get back into skiing because I had been gone for a few years.
I'm just the old guy.
Yeah,
I've been
Steven's
back
the
for
old guy.
years. I was just trying to make some friends.
He was just vibing.
waiting at the bottom of the list for
I
a
just
friend.
went friends.
That's where your poles are
Straight
for. You're
up,
just like
dude.
clicking poles. Like,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Like, where's my friends?
Dude, no, straight up, that was it. And then, but it was funny because I had all these buddies that were snowmobilers that were like trying to get me to buy a sled forever. Like, oh, dude, you got to come out with us. And I was like, I don't know. Finally, I caved. And it just happened to be the same year that Essex moved back from Whistler. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to ride with these sled neckers, but I also want to ski. So I bought a sled rack. I like did all the stuff, bought all my heavy gear, did everything on my own. And then Essex happened to move back, and I run into him that winter, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, do you still have your sled? He's like, yeah. Like, I'm like, well, dude, I just bought a sled, so like, let's get out. Like, let's figure it out. And then like, dude, then we convinced Steven to buy a sled, and like the rest was history.
You guys just
like,
punched the ticket.
straight up.
Oh,
Straight
it was
up.
like-
That's how it went.
It was like April, and it was the weekend after the lift closed, and Blake was like, yo, we're going sled skiing this weekend. You got to buy one.
Well,
Literally,
not
that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Not only, I was like, I had gone out once with Essex up at Stevens Peak, and we kind of unlocked it on the sleds, and I was like, dude, this is the coolest thing I think I've ever done. You have to buy a
It was
snowmobile.
no joke. On like Tuesday or Monday, we're going out, and by that Friday, I'd driven down to Colfax, got a sled with a ski rack on it, had a sled.
Sick.
2004. It was an old sled.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I sold that sled, and my buddy's mom now owns it today. With the racks.
With the
Shout out Buddy's mom.
So funny, but yeah,
Hey.
it was legitimately like 3 days later. I
That's
owned a
what you get
sled.
for making them go through the chutes to the park. And then
So yeah,
payback.
I buy a sled, and we just like got some POW in like the
Yeah.
first 2 weekends. Like it was mid-April, getting POW as a crew for the first time, and yeah, there's some stories.
Dude,
around
Steven
that.
was literally baptized by fire. Homie had never ridden a snowmobile, and we were just like, hey, dude, we are going up here, and you are going to figure it the fuck out. And away
that's-
we went,
They just
dude.
leave me behind.
Did you get stuck?
Oh, I'm not joking. I spent the first people who've been up there before, but there's like one turnaround where you get to, and it's all like trail ridden before there, and then it's not even a turnaround. It's just like a trail, right? And so obviously you turn the handlebars and hit the gas, but the wheels come off, the skis come
yeah.
off, skis come off. And you
Still
just
learning.
keep going forward, and I can't get the sled to turn. I'm just sitting there just like struggling, just going in a straight line, almost hitting a tree, and I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? I'm pulling the sled over to try to get it back in the track, and these guys are just like halfway up the mountain, like, we'll get to the top, and we'll go help them. So,
Hey, he figured it out, dude.
Dude, you
Oh,
figured
that's
it out
awesome.
good. And that was like I think that's just the story of the Potato Boys at the beginning is everything lined up so good. We were so lucky. I think we're still lucky, but like that first 2 years, honestly, was insane. Because Blake hits me up. He's like, yeah, dude, I want to sled ski, and like I got a sled. That can mean a lot of different things.
Could be a loose program.
Yeah, it could be pretty loose. I haven't we're homies, but like we haven't talked in like 7 or 8 years.
It's been a minute,
right?
dude.
But we start skiing together and we're psyched. And like, little do I know, I just literally unlocked Deegan out there. Straight on. Like, he's literally like, I'm just blown away. I'm like, wow, I've been snowmobiling for like 7 years, and homie is riding circles around me right now. Like,
Stop it.
no, seriously, and we were able, because of that, like right at the beginning, to the first day we ever rode together on Christmas Eve, nonetheless.
Yep.
Which homie was down to go snowmobiling in the middle of nowhere on Christmas Eve. we had Christmas Eve dinner at Wingstop that night. Remember
Oh,
that?
that's right.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, dude.
And
Hey, shout
no.
out Wingstop.
yeah, shout out Wingstop. So that was
Sponsor.
literally day one,
Yep.
and it just went insane. And we had an awesome winter skiing, but we hadn't sledded again until the spring when it was time. And then Steven, that whole story happened where he just bought the sled. And then we're just farming POW afterwards in like
For, like,
April.
2 weeks straight.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks
Yeah.
straight. It was mind blowing, and like we
Dude,
didn't
we
know
skied-
anything about where we were or how it was happening or anything. But we're just like,
We skied the coulee for the first time like 2 days after.
yeah, it was
The weekend
insane.
after. One of my
Anyways,
favorite stories of all time.
straight up.
The origin story
So-
is wild.
It is wild.
Anyways, everything worked out perfectly. It was crazy. I don't know who was pulling the strings on that one, but yeah,
Sounds
worked
like,
out.
sounds like the weather worked out too. Like good,
Oh, man.
good winters
It
when you
was
guys got
nuts.
into it
was
too.
insane. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we skied POW like that. Even just that first week, we skied like 10 inches of POW the weekend after the lifts closed, and then Bluebird the next weekend skied the Coolars.
Yeah.
At the same spot, and it was just like,
When you getting a sled, boys?
Yeah. Straight up.
We in? I've been trying to work on Ryan. It's been a minute.
You guys gonna be my mechanic?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
get it
Well, dude,
tomorrow.
hey, that's the best thing about sleds. Very minimal maintenance for the most part. It is not like motos, dude. You basically just park it, make sure it's full of oil, and
Afterwards,
check
Don't
your-
hit a tree.
Afterwards, I'll tell you about
No,
our
you-
first time with them.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full insurance on the rental. Just say that.
Stop.
Ooh, drive it like a
full
rental.
deductible.
Drive it like you
I'm
stole
here for
it.
it.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude.
We definitely had a great time. But let's get to that part though. Where does the name came? Like, were you guys just like sitting around eating lunch, on the back of the sled, or were you out partying? Like, when were you guys like,
Dude.
this is our?
It
fucking
started with the
crew?
name of the first film. Like we were trying to come up with a name of
Yeah.
a movie, and then
Yeah.
Blake, yeah.
Can I tell the story on this
Yeah,
one?
you should
Or
tell
do
it.
you
Yeah,
want
no, you get it, dude. I'm very curious.
So,
I want to hear this from your perspective.
yeah, straight up.
Essex
I'm just,
version.
Because it was
I'm
a
just-
heck of a day. Dude.
yeah, I'm just gonna be dropping Easter eggs all podcast. You guys know, like the snowboard segment in Famous Potatoes 6 is gonna be sick.
Yes, dude.
I'm trying to count.
No.
One.
Yo, Cannons is just out there cranking power turns.
Yeah,
straight
Put me in,
up.
coach.
Yeah,
Training my whole life for
Yo,
this.
dude,
absolute
Ryan.
buckets.
Also, shout out to Ryan, sickest pow turn in snowboarding.
dude,
Just I gotta throw it out there.
Nah, man,
Straight
give
up.
me some of that.
Appreciate that.
That's why I
Laying
started
back.
following you guys right there.
Well, if he wasn't hanging out with us, I'll tell you, with us too. I mean, that turn
Nasty.
would have
Yeah.
need to clean that guy up.
Anyway, sorry, not
Shot heard through Kootenai County.
straight up.
Enough about me. Back to you guys.
I love it. No, so we had this. I can't even remember how all the years line up, but anyways, we had this like everything lined up perfect. We got the crew. We've experienced it epic. We are so fired up. We're just juicing about it all summer. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like holy cow, we're like, I can't believe this. The homies got snowmobiles. Everything's sick around here. Like, let's do it. The boys are just frothing. We're hanging out, doing all sorts of other stuff, whatever. The season hits, and this is like the beginning of like the, I don't know if I want to call it like the fitness kick, but being like, yo, we gotta get to be able to do this stuff. We have to hike some stuff as well, and so like we can't just snowmobile.
We got to ski tour a lot.
Yeah, we gotta ski tour a lot. Yeah.
You gotta walk uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to walk uphill, which I was not okay with. Because we did.
Because
Not okay with it.
we were ski touring that
How
day,
were you
right?
ski touring that day?
Well, let me
But
back
we
you up
were,
a little
right?
bit. This is what happened. We went up to Stevens Peak, and they had convinced me to start ski touring the year before, kind of towards the end of the year.
He borrowed Essex's dad dry pow ski.
Yep. Yeah.
Ski
Shout out
because
Dry
he
Pal.
would-
Big shout out.
He would not ski
And
tour.
Marianne.
We're like, you got to ski tour. He's like, I am not touring. A sled can get me anywhere I need to go.
Straight
We're
up,
like,
dude.
Blake.
That's
it's
me,
like,
dude.
we legit-
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
fucking
Blake,
great.
we will buy the bindings, we'll buy the skins, we'll buy everything. And he's like, no, we're not gonna do it. So we just showed up
I'm
on
out,
the trailhead
dude.
one day with his
Oh,
dad's
brought it.
skis. Brought it, and we're like, we're gonna do it.
And we went to the absolute sickest place that me and Steven had uncovered.
Yeah.
It was like there's no way you can snowmobile there either. So we're like, this is like our full
Illegal.
go. Like he is going to do it. Like if this doesn't convince him to start ski touring, then nothing's gonna work.
Yeah. Straight up.
But
So-
it worked.
That is a story for another day. I'll tell that. That was hilarious. But we went up to Stevens Peak. I started ski touring again.
Early season.
Early season, we're on this fitness kick, right? And so Essex and I leave the parking lot and we're like talking about making a ski movie. And we're like, oh my gosh, there's so much potential here in Idaho. And like, what are we going to call it? Right? And we're skinning up. And if anybody listens to this that's ski toured up at Stevens Peak, there's one route you go. Everybody knows the route. You go by this old logging truck. Everybody sticker slaps it on the way up. Like, it's as like nostalgic as it gets, right? We're going up this trail and we're just like brainstorming ideas. So what would we call our movie? And then we're just come up with a bunch of stupid shit to start, right? And then like we get close to that truck and I swear it had a plate on it, like an Idaho plate. Dude, and I saw at the bottom of the plate, it said Famous Potatoes. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's it, dude. Like, that is the best way to describe Idaho. It literally says Famous Potatoes on the bottom of every license plate. Mm-hmm. That is it. And, like, we ran with it, dude. And here we are.
It just hit because everyone thinks Idaho's for potatoes, right?
Yeah.
That's just it. And we're like, wow. And we're just uncovering all this crazy shit that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just known as like Famous Potatoes. Like, that's where we are. That was it.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. It was pretty, like, mind-blowing at the time because we were just like, we didn't, looking back, if we would have known what we had started then, like, I wouldn't have believed you. You know what I mean? Because everything, like, Essex is totally right. Like, everything really lined up pretty good for us the first couple of years.
That was pre-Famous Potatoes 1. That was early season. Like, that was way early.
And so the season before that, so we had that day snowmobiling that we were talking about was actually the spring of 2 seasons before. And the next season, we were kind of just getting our feet under us, but it wasn't Famous Potatoes or anything. It was like we were doing the Nordica series.
We were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we were trying to figure it out and like filming some stuff from Nordica, and like I was still traveling a lot at that point. And then I remember when we were touring that day, I was just like, man, this is so hard to do all this and da-da-da. And like each one of these days is so cool. Like, let's just make hot Instagram shit all winter long. You remember that? That's what we were talking about.
I think that's so. I have a question on that, and I think Jeff will have a question about more of the movie stuff. But you don't have, so you have your YouTube account, but no Instagram for Famous Potatoes, right?
I've been trying to get Blake to run it for years, but he won't.
Dude, it's just too much, man. I just wanna like funnel it through the YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't need to we can put Instagram clips on our own pages.
No,
like whatever.
it works, yeah. But that was just kind of a question right off the top there. But
yeah.
So that's awesome.
I think just the other aspect is like I don't care about Instagram. I am the worst.
Stop it.
I'm just like not the guy to pull up the camera. I'm getting better at it, but these guys.
We heard you really like getting your photo taken too.
I hate so the fact that I'm in film is like weird, but no, I'm not that guy. And like the whole first year, I didn't ride with a GoPro. Like, they're just like, what
hey, no. The whole first year, he rode with a GoPro in the time lapse mode. The whole season.
Straight up. We didn't know until we were editing that.
Yeah, so we got some sick time lapse stuff from 2000. But it's just funny. It's like, I just was like against it, the whole thing. So I think that was a part of it too, is it was like, who cares about it enough to like worry about it? And I don't think any of us did. I definitely didn't.
Well, I remember looking at it because we had so many. You just never know what's gonna happen every weekend, and I feel like that's been the Potato Boys mentality. Is you got to just go out and go ham and figure it out. And my idea was, I was like, well, if we just like document every weekend and make it hot that you're gonna put something out every weekend when that goes, like, it'll be cool. It's a reason to go out.
Yeah.
And so I was totally on that wave. Me and Blake are ski touring. He comes up with this name. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Like, I do not want to make a movie at this point, right? So, like, making a movie is hard, right? And he comes up with that, and we kind of roll on this, like, well, we're just going to keep going out every weekend. And that was the season that it just lined up nonstop.
Got lucky.
And we cracked the code on everything that year. Like, all the stuff that we still ski to this day. And before you know it, it was like we were in January and we're like, okay, I think that famous potatoes thing you were talking about back in November on that hike, like, might actually be a thing. Like,
It's like, do you want to do a movie? Yeah.
You
I
had been
guess
filming the whole time.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
we-
that's when you sparked the idea to let's put together the film.
yeah, because we had so much good content. It was just like going and it was happening and everything was lining up well. And we're like, whoa, okay, I can drop this on the gram, or like, man, like we kind of almost have a movie. Like, let's keep seeing what happens. And then it just kept getting better and better. It was awesome.
And you put that all together. Did you guys edit it together?
Kyle did. Yeah, and Kyle came in because
Yeah.
just the gram was going and he was stoked,
Yep.
right? And
Yeah,
we were-
shout out Kyle.
Yeah,
It was just a conversation way at the
Yeah.
beginning. It was
What's Kyle's last name again?
Vandiver. Yeah.
It was his like he films bass fishing and
For Brandon Polnick,
Brandon
right?
Polnick,
So
and he
he's
does a
like
bunch
the
of stuff.
guy.
And he was just like, I want to do something different over the winter because obviously there's not bass fishing, and he was kind of just like, man, it'd be cool to like try to do a ski film or something. It was kind of his passion project for that winter. He was just so stoked on it, and so
Dude, he
that's what-
killed it.
So
Yeah.
you guys
Potatoes
had
won.
the GoPro. I mean,
I had him and I had a drone the first year.
Yeah.
And we were filming the drones a little bit, and then Blake got a drone the second year. So it was kind of like, it was mainly drones and these two guys GoPros for the
put
first
it all
year.
together.
Dude, I just gotta
And then-
interrupt real quick. I think it's sick too. It's like you guys were only on the weekends. Like you guys were all working
Right,
during the
right.
week. Like
That's
you guys
great- great
couldn't
point.
chase. You couldn't chase the weather. Like
It's probably
you guys showed up on
like-
the weekends and filmed when you could. Which
It's
is
probably
fucking
one
sick.
week a year that we take off. Other
Yeah.
than that, it's weekends, and it's we're like it's funny. Like I mean, we talk in the summer, but not a ton. But it's like in the winter, it's like, what is going on?
We've had an hey,
But
we've
that's
had
still a
an
triangle here.
This is you don't share it. That's when you turn the locations off. Summertime off.
That's when me and Blake become friends. So,
yeah.
we're on the opposite schedule here.
Yeah, I'm like, hey Ryan, we're headed to Airway. We're going to the track today. So.
I mean, in the winter, we're
get
like,
it.
yo, where are we? Like, it's Tuesday, and we're already being like, where's the snow gonna hit on Thursday or Friday? Where are we gonna go? What's the talk about? It's like, what's the options? What are we gonna try to ski? Is it gonna snow early enough that it has time to settle that we can go try something crazy, or is it gonna snow late enough where we need to be skiing deep snow and pillows? Like, that's the conversation through the entire week,
That's
leading
sick.
up to the weekend. Where it's like in the summer, it's just like, yo, what you up to?
We're basically
Whose boat has
dating all
gas?
winter, and in the summertime, we're just like side pieces for each other.
What's funny is I drive by Blake's house in the winter, your house in the winter to get Ryan.
Yeah.
So I'm like driving by you guys twice a week.
Yeah.
But they're already long gone to the trailhead by the time we're going to the resort. So
Yeah, well, we're good midweek guys. All right, so we are back, and we just kind of reloaded with some more beers
Bottle
as,
stack.
as we're cracking here, and this is our time to give a big shout out to our support and partner,
Cheers to that.
Uprise.
Cheers to Uprise.
Cheers! Thank you so much for
These are
supporting us.
delicious.
really like the Mexican lagers.
We love the Mexican lager. Right now, we're drinking the Mexican lager and the Bright Side West Coast IPA. These are our two favorites. And for you soccer fans, they're also the same colors of the Velocity and Zephyr, our local soccer teams.
Yo, Zephyr.
After we get our little shout out there, we're gonna whack a salt.
oh, dude, let's hit
So,
it.
Steven was asking how you're knocking these down.
Is everybody
Essex,
hitting
you got-
their
one.
other own?
Oh yeah, we're all
yeah,
hitting our own.
Yeah, sick.
So Ryan and I really like to hit these, especially like before we drop like the our little power runs that we our little secret
oh,
sauces.
that's a good idea.
Before I tomahawk into oblivion.
We send Jeff down first, and then we just like laugh, and we're like, "You want a salt?" And we're like, "Yeah."
I'm way down here taking videos of you guys.
Jeff won.
Yeah, you got first dibs down it. So, just give it a pinch, and then go as deep as you want.
Can I go
It's
back
fine,
once I
boy.
start? Or is
Yeah,
this gonna
we need
change
these
my
before the
life?
fucking.
Is it
Oh,
okay?
dude, you're gonna want
Oh,
more.
dude,
It'll
all
just
the
turn
moto
red.
guys are
Yeah, you
hitting
can
it.
keep sniffing.
Yeah, you'll
just
give it a
pinch
little.
it?
Yeah,
You don't have to break?
Okay, we good.
Yeah, you can just give it a pinch.
See,
and
I always
give
do
it
the pill bottle
little
one.
nice
too.
little pop.
Here we go.
You give it a sniff.
Boy,
Wow.
let me
okay.
get a little extra.
Yeah, you gotta go in for two.
Me and Blake been trying to learn how to do whips on the bike, so
Oh,
I think we need to
dude.
rip a couple of these and then get on the bike.
There we go.
It
don't
feels
mind-
like someone put Listerine strips in my nose.
I was
gosh.
not
We got-
expecting that.
Got some
You
teary
gotta
eyes
rip it
there.
a couple times.
I
too.
gotta just keep doing it until it's done, right?
Yeah,
You won't.
It's good stuff.
Let it get your fingers nice and cool.
Oh, yeah,
Rip
dude.
it again.
I'm actually pretty into these.
They're nice.
Do you guys sell these or
They're
what?
nice. Yeah, we do sell them.
That will cost you $20.
I need to
Wild
get
cannon
a
fire.
handful of these in my ski jacket
I got-
pocket.
All right, so great place. Just make sure that if you don't like fall, just cut your shoulder because you'll pop all of them.
Oh no!
And then you can.
Oh, dude,
then your whole
ski and
jacket
pillows
smells.
were out, dude. I would blow up all of them, and I'll go roguely just open my pocket and just pass out.
Yeah, so a fun addition to the mountain and to the podcast. We do have our little Wild Cannons can of these guys
I like
here.
this.
So
We
pop
need to
them
try
if you
that
got
before
them.
the next race.
We were discussing movie stuff. Jeff, what do you
My
got for
next
us?
couple questions will be about the movies, and I'm gonna kind of switch the questions, but maybe each one can explain each movie.
Yeah.
So the first movie,
Ooh.
an Idaho ski film. It was basically in Idaho. But it was close to your guys' place.
Jeff and his,
Yeah.
Hey,
Jeff
true
and his
that,
question
dude.
asking.
Year one.
True.
75 miles, right? From your homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specific.
We only measure as a crow flies because one of us flies, so it's not the roadway. It's a longer drive. Than
Not
that,
then, but yeah. No.
And then these movies were one per year,
Yes.
pretty much.
Take it away, Blake.
So
Yeah.
the first movie, and then Essex can explain the second movie, third movie, fourth movie.
Yeah, for sure. So the first movie was all based like the whole point of the first movie was just to like explore your backyard, right? Because everybody was kind of doing the same thing during COVID. This was like right after COVID hit. Pretty much everybody's locked down. There's nowhere to go. We're not doing anything, and so like that's kind of why we were like dove headfirst into that whole like this is our Idaho ski
backyard.
film. Yeah, like explore your backyard, right? Because it truly was the best way we could like showcase home. Because I mean, I'm from Spokane, Washington, okay? I live in Coeur d'Alene now, but like I had no idea growing up, neither did any of these boys, how sick our mountains are here. Like it just like didn't compute at all. And so anyway, so we dove headfirst into that idea, and like that was kind of our bread and butter into like really showcasing what our crew is about and what Idaho had to offer, which was cool. So
Yep. So that's a great some close peaks close to home and ripping them.
And like year one, I mean, we got lucky.
Straight up.
Like, and we still get lucky all the time, but like we get lucky a lot of the time. But yeah, so it's just like year one. I mean, we were just trying to get out there, and that was kind of the name of the game. Is we're just trying to get out there and get some skiing in and film some stuff, and it just came down to like 1 week. Really is what it came down to. We filmed, the first half or 3/4 of the film, but like you don't know, like you have to finish it, and you have to finish it with a banger. It's kind of like how we viewed it, and we just kind of like went out on this trip, took a week off of work, and went up into northern Idaho, northeast Idaho, and we got lucky. The snow was right, the sun was out, like we got lucky, 100%. Like no. One every 10-year situation where you show up and you score how we scored.
But you were there for it, you know.
But we were
You
there
guys-
for it. Yeah.
You knew the train. And
But I mean that goes into season 2 too. I mean we did season 1. We had this great success. We threw the big premiere and we had so much fun with all of our friends.
I love that premiere.
I mean we should all talk about the premiere a little bit about what it means to us. But like I grew up going to ski premieres. Started with Warren Miller, when I was young, and then when Warren Miller was Warren Miller, and then it was Poor Boys Production, it was Level 1, it was all the local premieres, and we were young guns. We couldn't go out with all the pros and have a good time after. And
hey, speak
And
for
we
yourself,
talked-
dog.
Bad boy.
at 12. But no, we were just talking about like how cool it was. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like how cool the premiere was. Like the pros were there signing autographs and stuff, and there were after parties and stuff, but we weren't a part of that. So we were just like, how do we like get everybody out? So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then came into your second film. You were starting to describe that.
You go
Yeah,
into-
yo, You should take the second and
You
then
go
you
into
take the
1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I think potatoes has had a very tried and true process of we have a great year and then we have kind of a shit year. And that has just been part of the program over the last
And the
5
title for your
years.
second movie was
Yeah, 1.5 because it was only half a movie.
we went out for that 1 week and got destroyed.
Yeah, and that was like our first taste, 1.5. Well, I just have to talk about 1 for a second because we had never been to any of those spots before, and that was the craziest part about 1. And
neither anybody else either.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of
a lot
times
of
you guys were
stuff.
first time.
Yeah, it was crazy,
defense.
and we had gotten some photos of some stuff flying with Jim, and I had this photo of kind of the peak that ended up being the big deal in that, and I taped it on the ceiling above my bed. I was just looking at it all the time. It was crazy, and like still to this day, we got out there and made it happen, and I can't believe that happened because we've been out there multiple other times, not to ski that line, but to ski other lines, and the fact that lined up was crazy. That was the story of that season. So
Yeah.
anyways, after that 1.5, thank goodness we had the good year because we got just slapped in the face with reality of what it can be like here, which was also fun. But we were swinging for the fences, and we'd seen so much of what we could do, and we were just getting shut down super hard. And so it was still a super fun year, and I think we learned a lot about how to operate and make things happen because it was so much more difficult. And I think it kind of set the stage of like the rest of potatoes after that, of where we were going and what the trajectory was.
What made it difficult? Was it kind of like a bad winter, or
No.
just
That was the hard thing.
logistics of
The winter
making a
wasn't-
video better than the last one?
1.5 was definitely
There was
not a good
no
year.
snow that year.
We had no snow.
I mean, not compared to like, yeah.
We also had no snow on the
And
third
that's-
year.
Yeah,
too.
I'm just talking
Right?
compared
So-
3 to that year, we had so much snow. We just like, and we went and then we swung for the fences. The snow was there. We went out and we went to the spot we went the year before, had this gnarly trip, and yeah, just like the snow was there. It just, we thought that you could pack it all into 1 week and film half a film.
I gotta put it
And
back
we got-
into perspective though. Like the video is sick to like most people. Like to you guys though, it's
got
just
that.
like
Hold on, we
oh,
gotta shout out
fucking
Young Tuna for that. So Cam Hotchkiss, dude.
this is when Tuna comes
This
in.
is when like our other homie Cam, he's our like main filmer now, which 1.5 was his magic, right? We literally handed him a hard drive with just full of dog shit, and we're like, hey dude, like what do you think you can come up with on this? And 1.5 was born, which was like honestly pretty sick. So.
And he made something beautiful out of it.
And it
There's
was
no
it was
question
and it was
of a
great.
doubt. Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, shout out to
I mean,
Cam.
but we tried the slot that year. You tried
Yeah,
the slot.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it wasn't a bad year. Like year 3 was a bad year. That wasn't a bad year. That was just, we got a little cocky. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think we got cocky, and we also realized like how much effort and planning and fitness and granola bars and stupidity and everything went into like kind of the next step of what we were doing, because we had like hit. I hate to call it low hanging fruit because it's not even low hanging fruit. The stuff we skied in year 1, but like. After like everything above that and what we started doing after that just took some like serious coordination to make it happen, and that 1.5 was the year that just like slapped us in the face. It was like, yo boys, figure it out.
Yeah.
If you want to make this happen, like you got to figure it out.
Steven, you should hit on episode like I say episode 3.
Famous potatoes.
Famous Potatoes 2 technically, because that
2.0.
that was like the one that really. I'll let Steven take it away,
Yeah.
but like just to like kind of set the stage, like that Famous Potatoes 2, that movie went off. That was
Yeah.
like really sick. We kind of felt like we kind of knew what we were doing a little bit. We have no idea what we're doing, for the
Yeah,
record.
well, like, I mean,
But
we still
it
don't.
felt like we knew what we were doing, and so anyways, yeah,
Well,
take
yeah,
it away,
Famous
Steve.
Potatoes 1, I mean, I'd say got lucky. Famous
Mm-hmm.
Potatoes 2 season, we were a little cocky. We thought we could put it together, and I think we could have. It just, we got slapped. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
got slapped a few times, and it just kind of like discouraged us. And then
Because we were swinging for the fences.
because we were swinging for the fences, we were going out and we were trying to do some crazy things, but
You had a vision, and it's just
Yeah,
like
we had a vision.
when you can't
Yeah, you
meet
gotta
that
try.
stuff. Yeah.
You gotta try. And then, so Famous Potatoes 2, and funny enough, Famous Potatoes 1.5 was called that because we like didn't think we had a movie.
Also, I'm like really stoked you guys printed these out because I kind of forgot what the movies were called.
We talked about calling it Famous
Cheat sheet
Potatoes.
there for you.
Yeah, seriously, I should have done my own
Like
homework.
we talked about, what are we gonna call this? And we're all like, Famous Potatoes 2. We're like, nah, we can't call it that. It's not. It's not.
not
good.
the
It's
second
not good
one.
enough for that. It's not the second
Yep.
one, so we called it 1.5. But
Yep.
Famous Potatoes 2, it was more like it was. Again, lucky. 2 swing for the fences, got smacked. Famous Potatoes 2 was truly calculated, in my opinion. It was, how do you focus in? How do you really study what's happening around you throughout the whole season and its full commitment and being in the backcountry, understanding the snow conditions, the weather, the patterns, and what you're looking at to line up to make it happen. That, that 3 weeks window. That was the first year we kind of did a 3-week window that we were all going to take a week off. Our bosses were kind of just like, we're like, oh, I wonder if
Dude,
he's gonna show
Essex's
up
boss
today.
is the biggest dickhead too.
But
Works for himself.
That guy Essex sucks.
He just looks in the mirror.
Straight up,
Boss, I'm
dude.
not gonna come in today.
Say Stifler.
Hey, his boss never lets him off, dude. Ever.
it was legitimately halfway through the first week in the 3-week window that we're like, we're going to start taking time off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're going to like time this and try to figure it
Yeah.
out. And like, and
Well,
that's
I want
really
to add
where
to that
it
real
hit.
quick before I forget this is like the thing with Famous Potatoes too that was so clutch was we had taken a couple of years worth of just exploring the backyard, right? I mean, because that's where this all started. So after we've explored for 2 years, we kind of understood where we could go when the weather was doing specific things, right? When we were getting huge snowstorms, we were like, okay, well, we have these like 3 pillow zones we can go ski. When Abbey Danger's high and we shouldn't go out, well, we can go do this safely here, right? Or maybe like, hey, the sun, it's going to be sunny. We just got a good snowstorm, but things are kind of stable. It's settled out. Like, here's our 3 lines that we know exist.
That's the really scary part.
Right. Yeah, when the sun comes out, like, absolutely.
Well,
that's
or-
as scary as it gets.
Or you're looking at the snow and it's like, it's
Totally.
snowing on Tuesday. Is it going to get microwaved before we can get out there?
Totally,
All
yeah.
of that was happening. Like,
Totally.
It was really
That was
like,
Famous Potatoes,
we
too.
were really paying attention to what was going on. And it was also the first season that Essex had his pilot's license. We weren't doing anything crazy. We weren't doing anything nuts, but we were able to go and check the spots. We were able to see when they were getting sun, when they weren't getting sun. And we were able to time it and really like play this game of what was going on with the snow, which is super important.
It was really calculated.
Just getting all that local knowledge is on point. Yeah.
Well, I was looking because Ryan brought up something before of having someone that can fly, having a pilot. Do you want to?
It's clutch, dude. You can't do anything without a pilot.
Well, I mean, just the benefits. I mean, how much more do you save on time? And I don't want to steal
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what Ryan was talking about. So I don't want to steal what you're gonna ask, but like,
Yeah, definitely want to get into that for sure. But how that came about, and
Holy
but-
cow. 30 seconds. Okay.
29.
Slide up.
Famous Potatoes 1. There's this old timer, Jim. Absolute legend. I don't know what else to say about Jim. Alaska, old school Alaska bush pilot, lives down here. Just like took me under his wing, took us under his wing. Best dude of all time. Honestly, Jim has no idea how integral of a part of Famous Potatoes he actually is.
We've only successfully done a trip dropping bags without Jim once.
Yeah, exactly. Jim's always. Let me put it this way, Jim.
Shout out Jim.
Yeah, Jim literally came and delivered us Baruchi's cheesesteaks and beers after we skied a line very deep in the
This
backcountry.
winter.
This winter.
That is so sick.
Hey, also shout out to Mama P. Also, some fresh chocolate chip cookies.
Yo,
dude. They were
that
still
was
warm when
that
they
was
hit the snow.
insane.
Pretty
It's
sick.
so warm when they hit the snow. That's nuts.
That is
If that-
insane.
If to give you some perspective on it, this is a location that literally takes an entire day just to get to.
just to get to
Just
the
to
lake.
get to. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's, anyways. Okay, Jim, Famous Potatoes 1. We got because my dad's a pilot. and he knows Jim. I'm like, hey, we really want to scope some of this stuff from the air if we can. You have to sniff it.
Oh, Blake just popped one.
You
We're all gonna hit.
We're ripping assault.
Yeah. Sorry. I've been playing with these for a while. This podcast.
Are these legal in the air?
Clear to land.
Dude, these are not legal in the air. Ask Essex about his bear mace story, dude. No, I'm kidding. That's for another podcast.
That's for another podcast. We got to go up with Jim, and
I kind of like these things.
Right?
Put all over there.
That is Blake's
Just rub your fingers on them for a while, and then it'll be there for like an hour.
my god.
Can you smoke these? No, I'm kidding.
Blake's gonna sell so much pipe now. Is he ripping these four phone calls?
Yeah.
Dude.
Sorry.
All right, sorry, Essex.
No.
We had Jim getting you out into
Yeah,
the...
so we got to take photos of this line. Oops. 2 days before we skied it, the day before we skied it. It was absolutely clutch. Little did we know.
For Famous Potatoes 1.
Yeah, for Famous Potatoes 1, we took photos of everything around the area. Those photos are still up in Blake's basement, 3rd Street Ski, and we look at them all the time. It was
Respect.
the absolute beginning.
Huge prints in my house of all those photos.
Yeah. This first time we went and flew and did this, and it was just like this light bulb moment. That's just like, holy cow. And also, at that point, I think for me, understanding, it's like, wow, this is like actually what you can do in an airplane. Like, Jim is a bush pilot. Jim, like, did years in Alaska, and seeing what was possible at that point was the point that I was just like, wow, I need to figure out how to make this happen. And my dad's a pilot. He had a plane. There's literally no better situation to learn how to fly than that. I was able to just kind of dip my toe into it versus having to like dive in crazy to make it happen. And yeah, I literally started flying because of Famous Potatoes, I think, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's turned into just a huge part of everything we do, from scoping stuff to getting gear out there to everything. It's a big part of the equation.
Dude, also, I feel like that's kind of what's fast-tracked Essex to, like, being the pilot that he is. Because dude is a good pilot, right? Like,
Stop it.
no, he really is. But, like,
Hey, you do-
straight up, like,
You need
when
to
you,
knock him down.
when you
not build
become
him
a
up.
pilot, right? And I'm not one, but I understand it, right? Like, I'm like reading the book. I'm trying to do the thing myself.
Being
but
that, being
like,
that passenger seat.
but here's the thing: is like when you first become a pilot, you don't realize like what's capable in these things, and so him having Jim in his back pocket to really like show him what's going on was like that was one of the most like pivotal moments in our skiing and his flying. Like, it's crazy how much you learn from a guy who's been doing it his whole life, right? And so like much respect to Jim, because we straight up wouldn't be able to scout and do what we do without that dude's expertise. And we literally still to this day use him. Like, this next film coming out, he's in it flying the other plane.
Dude,
You know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to Jim.
Yeah,
Which is sick.
Jim's the man.
So Uncle Jim is the
legend.
man, dude.
And I think
Much respect.
just like to the full potatoes ethos, and Jim with that is he was so, it was amazing to just watch him figure out how to make something happen. And he doesn't like explaining to him what we want to do and how we want to do it, and then him like bringing you through the scenario of, well, because of this I do this, or because of this I don't do this, or whatnot. And each scenario is like something that it's totally different. It's totally weird because you got to come through this valley at this high, and you need to be back up over this ridge at this, and the door has to be open at this speed, and whatever, right?
Which is gnarly, opening the door while you're flying.
Yeah.
In case anybody was wondering.
Dude,
kind of a wild
if you
thing.
need to be like a
And,
drop
right?
guy,
Yeah.
I'm in. If
Hey,
I'm not with you, I'll be a drop
Dude,
guy.
you're in, dude. Dropping's fun.
But he, to finish that, he evaluated flying like we evaluated skiing, which was really cool. And I think that was the biggest thing with like everything that we'd been skiing there after year one, is that you look at the whole equation and you're just like, there's no way I can do that. But then you start like piecing it together. You're like, well, like if I can do this, that gets me to this part of it. And if this lines up, I can do this part. And it's just like pretty much solving these kind of complicated equations to make these different ski things happen. And we were learning that at the same time that Jim was basically showing us how to do that on the flying side of things, which was like mind blowing. It was just in the sense of no one can really ever tell you if you can or you can't do something, especially in all the stuff that we're doing around here, right? And there's just not a lot of data, and you can't think you totally can do it, or you can't think it's totally impossible, but you have to learn how to like build this equation to be able to make it happen. And Jim was doing that every time we went and flew with him, and we were doing that on the ski side of things, and it just kind of all blended together to be like, wow, this is crazy. This is how you
Dude,
do
that's
it.
why Idaho's so gnarly, is because everything that we go, literally everything we go ski, for the most part, we don't know if it's ever been skied, right? So you go and you ski something, you're like, oh man.
So sick.
Well, I mean,
It
it's,
is. I
yeah,
mean,
it's cool for sure, but like,
fun.
it also
It's
makes
scary.
you
But think
second guess everything that you've ever been taught, that you've ever done, all of your, like, just between avalanche safety and like your skill, dude. You're like, can we even do this? I've seen people ski stuff like this in the ski movies, but like, is this even possible? Which is why, I want to go back a little bit to Famous Potatoes too. Like, dude, we went to Whistler and Famous Potatoes 2 for the first time, and that was really the first time as a crew we got to witness the, like, okay, we're going to go to this place, this magical place of Whistler, right? If you've never been to Whistler,
Are you talking backcountry?
Whistler backcountry.
Yeah.
You've got to go to Whistler. It is the sickest place of all time, right? But the coolest thing is we have Essex as our tour guide who knows exactly where to go. He's lived there for many years, and he's literally getting to show the boys their heroes. I have watched every ski movie that's ever come out, and every single segment that's been filmed in this specific zone or wherever the hell we're at the Chocolate Bowl or whatever, Chocolate Spines or the Ben
Brandywine.
Chetler, what's the step down call? I forget. Brain damage. Brain damage. Chris Ben Chetler's brain damage. Like,
Everything in
dude,
Hurley.
we're literally rolling through here, and
Hurley
we've
Gap.
exactly like the Hurley Road Gap. All these things that even the snowboarders, like
Devin
the
Walsh.
Man Boys,
Yeah,
hey,
Man
Man
Boys.
Boys, we rolled
Devin
up on those
Devin
dudes
Street.
straight up. Hey. But anyways, my point is you go to Whistler and you see
Blake one.
you go to Whistler and you see these things that have been skied before that you want to go ski, and you know they're doable. That's the whole point. And so then when you take that back to Idaho, you go, okay, now we have some like real motion here. Like we can kind of figure this out. We know it's possible because we just went back to Whistler and we can experience all these things that I would have never thought in a million years were even skiable. You know what I
Because
mean?
no one's doing it out here.
Nobody's
at all.
doing it around
Which
here.
I think is the coolest thing. Is
Right.
that, like, and you flying too, like, you guys in your early 30s, like, you guys are kind of probably the most knowledgeable of that area, especially in the wintertime, too. Respect for flying around in the wintertime.
You guys are all going to be like Uncle Jim at some
Hey,
point.
thanks, man. We learned from a lot of good OGs around here too.
Yeah.
A lot of beta, like dudes like
Yeah.
Uncle Jim. Got a lot of guys like, even in like the IPAC crew, right? Like
Yeah.
we're bouncing stuff. Powder Panda,
Powder
Larry
Panda,
Banks.
dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out
Shout
Larry
out.
Banks.
Love you, Larry.
Come on.
Famous-
Blake
Yeah.
has two now. Just throwing it out there.
Hey,
Dead serious.
I'm gonna start crying.
Dead
stop
serious. We
it.
spent a month seeking this line that Powell Panda told us about and camping beneath it, trying to figure out how to do it in Famous Potatoes 2. It's in Famous Potatoes 2. A lot's
You give him a shout out in it though. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And the credits,
Yeah.
I think. Ending the credits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were trying to figure out where to go, and it was just like, what do we do?
hey,
We
we're
talked about-
we're taking you there.
Oh,
by the
man,
way,
it's
Yeah.
such
We
a sick
talked
spot,
about-
but
we did talk about
did
this.
talk
Hey,
about-
they want to hit pipeline.
Yo.
They wanna hit
But it's so-
pipeline.
I do.
Yo.
No, you guys
Let's
all.
do
Hey,
it.
you guys all want to hit pipeline.
man.
Straight up.
So yeah, Famous Potatoes 2.
That's 3.
Famous Potatoes 2 was the first film, though. Like, Jim helped, but it was the first film we skied something on our own. We
Yep.
flew, we
Yep.
discovered,
Yep.
and we found out how to get in, and we
Yep.
skied, and we did the whole thing by ourselves in Famous Potatoes 2. This was the first time ever that there was zero outside beta. And it was this, it's the probably best GoPro drone, like, sliver clip of Essex's life, I would say. It was
That's
a dream
$50
come
bucks.
true. But that was the first line that we ever discovered as a crew by ourselves, and we're able to ski alone. And the cool thing is with the ability we have now with Essex being able to fly and do his thing and drop bags, is
You better as a snowmobiler now.
I'm way better.
Straight up, seriously.
Actually.
Way better.
Yeah.
But like
Steven
it's
shredding.
honestly like the world's the limit at this point. I don't want to say it like, oh, we got this in the bag, because we got slapped once, and now it's more like we want to be calculating how we're doing things. But yeah, I feel like now we can kind of start to figure it out on ourselves and go even further and go even deeper. Like there's some cool
Further,
stuff.
deeper, farther. That's Jones.
I know.
Baby.
And it's so damn rewarding. That's the last thing to say. When you do every step of the process from that, holy cow. It's just like with no outside information, and it happens at the end. You're just like sitting there looking at your buddies like, did that literally just happen? Like, it's insane. I don't know.
Well-
We had a lot of that this last year. Famous Potatoes 3 is going to be sick. Come out this fall.
Well, so we'll talk about that. But now that we have lost like every single snowboarder that follows us,
No,
we want
if they're local, they're following because they respect these boys. Right here, for sure.
Just kidding. Like I said in the beginning, we do respect everything you're doing. Nobody else is doing it. The snowboard world, to my knowledge, the only guys that I see are the 7B guys that are getting back out there. They're not filming anything. but
Those
they're-
guys are
Respect.
freaking sick.
But they're
Yeah.
but they
Mad
have
respect.
Dude, plus, I don't know if we're like, skipping. We got the last video too, but I just gotta say, like, I've been to a couple of the premieres now, and like just the hype you bring for the community, like in the fall when everybody needs it. You guys said you grew up around ski premieres, like that's so sick. Like I didn't grow up around that on the East Coast. For some reason, we didn't have it. Maybe I did if I reached out, but just like Coeur d'Alene specifically, like there's nothing else happening around. Like
Sure.
a
So,
lot of
like-
us drive from Spokane, and snowboarders included. Like just because what you guys have going on.
and the community shows
It's
up.
a snow party.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a ski premiere. It's
But that's
a
what I say.
snow
You're
party.
you're inviting to everybody. You're not like what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. It's a cool community, and you guys are like a pillar of the winter,
Definitely.
community.
Thanks,
It's
Appreciate that.
badass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
I got to talk on that for a second. The snow community here is so rad. It's insane. And that was one of the most inspiring things after coming back, is that we can be sitting here having this podcast with you guys, and like we live in like similar but totally different worlds, but we're so psyched to hang out and stoke out about what's going on. Like, come to the pond skim, do whatever. And that was so refreshing for me from just being in the other side of things where it's super competitive or it's blown out or this is cool, this isn't cool, whatever it is. It's like from the snowmobilers, like the whole 509 crew that we see out there all the time, that we talk to all the time and getting information from them, to that whole 7B crew that you're talking about that are just total homies. It's like, it's a small community, and everyone's so down to just be excited about what everyone else is doing. It's insane. It's like, yeah, Pow Panda, it's the perfect example. You see someone out there in the backcountry here, and you're so excited to see them.
Yeah.
You just want to you want to like figure out what's going on, like what's happening with their day, like
Or support them if they need the support. Then you're there to support.
100%. And
It's
you
not
want
like that in other places, dude.
It is not like that in
that's
other places.
That's what's so cool about it.
And you
here.
like genuinely want to be homies with all these people, and everyone feels the same way, which is amazing. And I think that's such a cool part of what's happening in this area, and it's just super unique. And so premieres, hanging out, seeing people in the backcountry, going to events, doing IPAC stuff, whatever it is, it's just such a breath of fresh air to see that and see people so excited about it. It's nuts.
Love it. No, I mean, again, thank you for pushing the limits, and like we love following you guys. But talking about dirt bikes, motorcycles,
Whoa.
standing sideways. Ryan, do you want to take us where we're going next? We could
Yeah.
keep talking about these movies,
Hit it,
but we
Yeah,
got
this is-
to move on a little
This
bit.
this is a snowboard podcast, and I will say firsthand, all three of these boys next to me shred riding sideways. So.
They probably surf better than all three of us.
Yeah, so let's get into some surfing talk. Like, you guys have done some sick trips. I know you guys. Blake has told me a little bit about your history. I know you grew up surfing the Northwest, which is a specific kind of area and style to learn how to surf, as opposed to like California, Hawaii, blah blah blah. So like, let's get into that. I know you guys have done some cool Mexico trips with motorcycles. You start out in Idaho. I know Blake. Hopefully you
I'm
join
out,
in.
dude. This year, hopefully.
Join in this year,
These are the Baja boys.
But these guys have started on trips. You guys, we'll talk more about it, on motorcycles from Idaho all the way to Mexico, and then down Baja surfing, all these remote spots that people can only dream of surfing. So let's get into some surf talk. How'd you guys get into surfing? No, I think Essex is the OG, or is it Blake?
No,
you're kind of the
Yeah,
OG.
yeah. You surf. You surf.
We're the OG together. No, you're the OG. You're the OG.
Not to put a title on anybody.
Yeah,
here,
no,
but
I mean, the short story is my grandparents.
That's not going to be short.
My grandparents
It
had
doesn't
a
need to be.
place in Pacific City, and so I grew up surfing there. Like when I was young, I always wanted to surf, and so I kind of figured out how to surf on my own. But that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Essex and I, as we were young and skiing together, we kind of both realized we both like surfing so much, and I knew the coast a little bit, and so he came with me, and he had surfed before a little bit too, right? But yeah, bought his first board on that surf trip
With
we were
Blake.
on,
First surfboard ever.
which was crazy,
Let's talk about Blake. Blake's like,
which is insane.
he's talking about Lincoln City and his family and shit. Blake is good at everything.
No,
He's
that's
not
not
bad.
true.
Like, he
No,
picks
I
stuff
won't
up.
give that up.
Like,
That's
Blake
not
is
true.
so, like, he's
Not
like,
gonna
oh, I'm
test
going to
that.
get
He
into
is.
this.
He's
the
like
next
Deegan,
thing.
Kelly Slater.
Exactly.
Like, whatever.
It's just
Yeah.
better. Yeah, it's like, oh, let me show, like,
Look at
No,
him.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I can dabble in a little bit of everything, but I'm not the best at anything. So it's
But you
okay.
can hang.
But he just
Hey,
hangs
it's
so
okay.
quickly.
Yeah.
It's
So
frustrating.
anyways,
he figures it out quickly.
that was the
It's
surfing
frustrating.
thing.
It's frustrating for guys like me that take a long time to learn. Blake just hops in and he's like, I got this. I'm just like, God.
Okay, I gotta hit him why surfing's so sick.
Yeah, surfing is sick.
Surfing is so sick because we go out and try to do all this stupid, crazy shit in the wintertime, and you have to be so on point with so many different things from just. I hate to, it sounds cheesy, but just surviving and like sleeping outside in the winter and worrying
Well,
about
it's a job.
avalanches
It's a
and
job.
all this
That's the
stuff.
big
Like,
thing.
Bigger, gnarlier, crazier. Like, how far can you take it? is what
everything,
winter-
and you have so much freaking gear, and you're just dealing with like so much shit. Honestly, I love
That's a
it and I
skier
hate
thing.
it.
A lot of gear. Just kidding. Split
All I'm
orders have a
gonna
lot
do
of
is
gear too.
snowboard this year. Yeah. And surfing is so sick because it's so fun to just go out and get in that environment and feel like you're disconnected from what's going on and have something so fun and so difficult to do, but like the consequences in general are just so much less. And that's why I love to longboard, because it's so much fun. And that was kind of the birth of the Mexico trips. That's like, man, like I'm gonna throw as much stuff as I can on this motorcycle, and like if I have to pull over and sleep here, like I pull over and sleep here. I don't have to worry about like freezing to death or whatever. You know what I mean?
Your life becomes so simple when you live on a motorcycle. 9 feet long at most, two small bags. Like, how difficult can your life get when your entire life is a 30-liter bag, a 10-liter bag, and a surfboard?
Where did that idea spark? The idea to go camp in Baja.
That's a good question,
I
dude.
love everything about
We
this.
did a trip down with Cam Tuna, which we got to give Tuna the biggest shout out. I'm so sad he's not here right now.
We're gonna have an
Tuna-
episode for tuna.
Okay, yeah, you gotta have an episode for Tuna. Tuna is an absolutely massive part of Famous Potatoes, and it literally wouldn't happen without him. Like, what he can bring together from our smorgasbord of footage and everything that's happening, and coming out and toughing through some of just the honestly shittiest missions we go on, it's insane. It's a whole nother level. So, Tuna, we love you.
Big shout out.
Huge shout out to Tuna, and yeah, you guys.
Do we have an
gotta
air
him
horn on this podcast? It's
We
just
went
Jeff.
we went on a trip.
You shove those up your nose.
I'm just
Why are you pushing them away? You need.
Well, I'm testing all of them to see if they still are potent or not.
I got to.
Did Baja via car with some old motos, and it was awesome. It was a crazy experience. Realized how epic, not epic, realized how awesome Baja is, and just the fact that that is so close, and that that ability to go surf without people is that close is insane, because I'd only ever experienced that further away, super cold in Canada, whatever it was. And it's like, it's right there. like you're just South California.
So were you surfing on like Vic Island? Where were you?
Yeah, so I surfed when I lived in Whistler. We were surfing on Vancouver Island a lot. Yep.
Yeah.
It was super fun. That was definitely like where I started surfing the most with my boys up there.
It was Famous Potatoes too. We were sitting in a teepee after the surf trip.
Yeah.
And
After we skied the line.
after we skied the line, we're sitting there vibing out in the teepee tent, and Essex just hits me with this is like, yo, someday we need to build some motorcycles and go on a trip to Baja. And it was I spent a month the year before in Sayulita, so I had a little experience with motorcycle and surf rack and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, it seems doable and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So just like Steven buying a snowmobile a week later,
Yeah,
Dives right in.
you're like,
I'm like, all right, let's
all right,
do this.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so long story short, like he like pitches this idea, and the best part is Cam and Kyle, after their previous Baja trip, is like, yo, without letting Essex and I know, they're like, yo, we are going in the fall for a month. You guys should come.
On cars.
They're going in their cars.
like a trucks.
And so
yeah.
Essex goes, yo, dude, there's no time like now.
It's on.
We got
It's like we have to go.
We got support. We got people to help us. We got this. And so
Carry our shit.
Essex and I, carry our gas and all this stuff. So Essex and I, we buy these bikes. We build them over the entire summer. We're like custom headlights, and our goal is we call it the Make It Shitty program because they got shook down the first time.
I saw that. Like,
So yeah, they got shook down the first time in Baja. They got chased down and kind of they didn't get robbed, but they got a little freaked out, and so that's where the Make It Shitty program kind of originated.
is that Kyle's bike that
Can I
saw you
pause
guys?
on that real quick? That was the whole reason when I realized motorcycles were the perfect thing for Baja, because the environment, just like surviving in general and sleeping places and doing whatever, like you can kind of, it's warm. You can do whatever you need, right? Which is awesome. You don't need that much gear, but we were so shackled by being in a vehicle the first time we did it.
With
and
the trailer.
Yeah, with the trailer. And I just kept being like, oh my gosh, if we a motorcycle, it would be crazy if you could put a surfboard on a motorcycle and do this, because you could just, it would be nuts. So that was the building of it, yeah.
Kyle and Cam convinced us that we're going to do this, and so we're probably a month away.
Because that was the biggest thing. I was like, I just don't know if we can carry enough shit to do it.
And so Jeremy, Essex's best friend from college, is like
A
30th
legend,
birthday.
an absolute legend.
Absolute legend. It's his 30th birthday. It's coming up. He has a place in Sayulita, and he's like, "Yo, let's do the trip." So we're gonna go from Coeur d'Alene down the Baja Peninsula, across the mainland, and down to Sayulita for his 30th birthday.
Where he has a party planned and all of our friends show up.
So
We had to make it.
this is the best part. We're sketched out going, they went the year before, everybody sketched out about Baja, but we're gonna ride a motorcycle through it. But we're we got Cam and Kyle there. So Famous Potato 2 happened.
In their cars. That
their
was the whole
cars, yeah.
idea originally.
And the boys get worn out, and they just bail 3 weeks beforehand. We built the bikes. We have we both have a lot of money invested at this point, and we both look at each other and we're like, "Yo, we gotta go.
Let's go.
We just
we can
gotta
do
go.
it.
We can do it." Loaded up the bikes, and we rode all the way from Coeur d'Alene down to the tip of Mexico, across
to
the
Cabo, dude.
across the peninsula,
go.
down to
Oh, you went
Cabo.
all the way down.
No, we went to Cabo,
And
caught the ferry
across.
across
Yeah.
Mazatlan, then down to Sayulita on this 3-week trip, and then just raged face for 10 days on Mexico.
Gnarly.
It was legendary.
It was
Perfect.
epic.
Sounds
It was
perfect.
epic. It was epic. But yeah, so it was funny enough. The whole convincing part, because Essex wouldn't have done it if the boys were going to be down there in the cars, and he's like, "They're going to be down there in the cars. We got this."
Because we had extra parts and fuel and water and surf stuff and all your shit. You're like, oh, this is fun. I get to ride my motorcycle. And then we're like, we have to fit all of this on our motorcycles.
Yeah. And so since then, second trip, instead of going as far, we kind of stayed north, discovered it. I want to buy a place down there. I'm in the process of figuring it out.
Hey,
Baja
that's on the
is
record,
sick.
dude, so it has to happen.
Baja is sick.
So sick.
That's when the potato cannons come together.
Yes.
Dude, we surfed this wave last year. We surfed this wave last year by ourselves. It was our 7th or 8th day, and we get to this spot, and I will no joke, I will never forget it. Essex, we're catching the inside. Essex paddles out to the point, catches one on the point. Then I go out to the point. Kyle goes out to the point. We're like doing a thing. And I catch this wave and I turn around and I just see 6 dolphins behind me surfing the wave all the way through. And I was just like, oh.
So sick.
I want to keep doing this.
Yeah, it was. And you'd go back out, and every time you stood up on a wave, you just feel like, am I surfing with dolphins or am I not this wave? It was so sick.
You just straight up don't see people. It's
It
crazy.
was the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Or the 4 of us.
Yeah.
And the next spot, sometimes it was the 2 of us that were out there. There's no place like that. You go out, and even Washington or Vancouver Island, there's 40, 50 people in the lineup. It's so sick.
And you learn really quickly, all you really need is gasoline and water.
I was trying to think.
Tequila
Looking back, I was looking at
Tequila's
the
nice.
checklist or the shopping list that you guys had.
Yeah.
It's very faint on it.
Yeah.
But it was like Tecate. Something else.
True, dude. Big shout out to
Baja
Tecate.
1000. The Baja 1000 is a real feat. I will say that.
That's an Easter egg.
That's an Easter egg.
Last mini one, but so every time we've gone, the Baja 1000 has been happening, like the race, right? The off-road
It's like
race.
our buddy Carl.
Yeah,
Carl's
okay.
always down there.
And so
Natural.
like a couple times, like you're in the middle of nowhere out there, but you end up like on the track with them.
Where everyone's
And you're just like,
They're going
it's
nuke.
crazy. And you're in the middle of nowhere forever, and then you see a freaking helicopter with just this like dirt plume of a trophy truck coming through. Anyways, absolutely nuts.
They're trying to scan you in at the checkpoint.
Hey, it's like a hair scramble. They're just like swapping wristbands.
I'm like, dude, do you see how much rust is on this thing? But yeah, we kept joking about it, and like, man, my buddy Jeremy, he can drink beer with the best of them. And that first trip we were on, me and Steven and Jeremy, we got into it. We're like, well, yeah. Because so many people kept asking us what we were doing, and we didn't have a very good answer. So we're like, oh, yeah, like, we're on the Baja 1000, and we were going to drink 1,000 beers.
1,000 beers in 1 month on our trip.
Between the group of
Between the
us.
3 of us.
Yeah.
Hell
We did it.
Ryan's doing the math. Yeah. I saw him look at me,
Don't do
and he looked at the math. I was
Don't do
like,
that.
Yeah.
This checks out.
It's like
Yeah.
an 8 beer a day average. It was
Oh,
crazy.
I'd be like 9 a.m. Jeremy would hand me a beer. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to
yes,
work right
dude,
now.
Jeremy, let's hang out.
Yeah, straight up.
That's our breakfast.
Yeah.
Gondola
beer.
IPA.
Yeah, Tecate.
It's different in Mexico. You can't get canned water, so you gotta drink beer. But no, Tecate Light's just...
Yo, they did that on the Mayflower too.
Tecate Lights are water.
Yeah.
Think about the founding fathers, bro. They had to drink beer. The water was no good.
So speaking of beer, we're gonna go back to Uprise real fast.
Amen.
We're gonna give a mad shout out for supporting us. This is our seasonal beer, the first year of the Mexican lager. Absolutely amazing. Tap room, all ages. Run club on Mondays if you're into that. Trivia on Tuesdays if you want to get smart.
ran today.
Support your community, support local, support Uprise beer.
I ran tubs too.
Cheers.
Hey,
to that.
cheers on that.
Upright.
Dude,
They're
this is a
tasty.
good lager. I'll cheers to
Damn
that.
good lager, straight up.
Would you drink this in Baja?
Oh, absolutely.
second.
If I could pack this from Idaho
hear
down
that?
there, I totally would.
I would pay for this in Baja.
If I close my eyes and smell Steven, I feel like I'm there.
You're just chugging.
7 days.
I mean, smell the beer. I mean, smell the beer.
So we're gonna do one more salt.
Oh, I'm hitting it already.
And,
That's all
and
bacon.
Jeff's going to start us off with, these are the hot takes, so we're hoping that we go through these fast. There might be multiple answers.
I was going to
But
say,
the
each one
idea-
of them have an answer, or...
Yeah, and
Just go how
sometimes
it
choose
goes.
your own adventure, popcorn style. Anybody just say whatever. But we'll hit this. I'm gonna watch Essex Eyes fucking water for like 2 minutes afterwards. The one time I kept looking
Oh
over.
man, it's my allergy.
Dude, his eyes get fucked when it comes to stuff like this. The wind, riding motorcycles.
But so
No
stoked to
good.
have you guys on here. Thank you so much. We're gonna pop these and then get in hot takes.
We're back.
That one was good. Kick
Hot.
us off. Kick us off, Jeff.
I love these things, dude.
I just like
Here,
deleted the beers I drank.
I can't even drink.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right, so
That's not expired.
first question for you guys. Park or powder?
Powder.
If you're asking me in this day and age as a 31-year-old, wow.
Wow, you're so
Park,
old.
but Park was
Was
that, I mean,
well,
that
you had
was
to get
it.
POW to the park.
Right.
But he taught you that.
I taught him that. I forced him.
Yes.
We'll link some photos to Blake in his park days.
Did you ever rock the skinny
Swag
pants? As I say, we have to go fast, but I'm like sidebar.
No.
Opposite.
Hard no.
Hard no.
Hard no.
Hard no. Anti that.
Can I add another question?
Yeah, do it.
Backcountry or resort?
Ooh, backcountry all day.
Yeah.
Easy.
Backcountry's it, Chowder's it, but some of those spring park laps, we still got to do it. We got to stay young, and it's so fun. And I'm crying. I told you guys I'd be crying. Here we go.
Double cries.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan.
Essex is the used car salesman of the group. He'll convince Blake and I to do just about anything.
Buy a snowmobile right now.
Yeah, got it. Me.
All right, I'm putting you guys on the spot on this one. Favorite snowboarder?
Lucas Magoon.
Oh, okay.
No question.
Oh my gosh.
Big baggy
honestly,
swag.
Don't say Sean White.
Blake's already winning. And he's streets.
Yeah.
Magoon's a good answer.
Dude, I was with a crazy random story, but I was in Alaska with Worm this year a little bit, and yeah, Garrett Warnick, and
Yeah,
it was
sick.
insane to watch him ride in person.
sick.
That was like next level. Watching him just like tear apart some of the gnarliest faces. Yeah, he's my favorite
Seeing
for
in
sure.
person too.
I mean, it's only one check mark. I mean, it's pretty amazing, dude. But that's all still only one.
I got one.
Steven.
Can I say like wild cannons?
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
He's even.
5 points.
Even with
You need more beer, Steven?
even. Yeah. You need beer. What do you need? He's definitely
Hey,
even.
Steven, I was going to say there's only one acceptable answer to this, and it's MFM. If you're going to say Lucas Magoon, it's MFM.
Mark Frank Montoya. Dude. If you had to give up one, would it be surfing or skiing?
Well, surfing for sure.
Yep, no question.
Yeah. Unanimous.
But I still love you surfing.
Yeah.
Talk to me when I'm 70.
You put the skis aside when you're.
Well, I
When
mean,
you
I'll do
just
resort
surf.
stuff, but I feel like once the backcountry kind of goes when you're old, I feel like in your skiing resort, I feel like surfing's going to be equal at that point.
Dude, when we're 70, we're going to be teleporting to the top of the wall. What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, my 60th
Dude,
birthday.
just VRing.
You just say Chappy GPT, take me to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So each one of you have to answer this question: who in the crew has the best style?
I gotta give it.
Is it
Big
what,
tuna.
That is actually the correct answer.
That's everyone's answer. Ski?
I don't know. Kyle looks pretty good in that Sims gear.
Yeah.
I think for tricks in the backcountry, Toretto's got us all licked for sure.
I love
Dude,
it.
I gotta say, this wasn't for me, but Toretto's got like that just sick snowboarder fucking kind of style, just like super light in your feet. You two, all you guys do, like light in your
Thanks, dude.
feet, and you make it like look like your skis. I don't know, it's just like one freaking solid motion, you know.
Appreciate
I don't know.
that. Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Toretto is Essex, by the way. He's that's his nickname.
He's bald.
So
Fast
you
and Furious.
all think each other have the best style.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Respect.
You're not.
And also watching Big Tuna ride a bike is totally insane too. Homie
Best
shreds.
style.
Mountain
Best style on
Yeah,
the
like,
bike.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is incredible.
He's
to
friends
watch
with
that, dude.
with my buddy Thomas, who works at the bike hub.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're working on bikes, moto bikes, and they're working
Too much
on
drip,
mountain
Tuna.
bikes.
I've also
Chill.
seen him
Shit.
out at Airway recently, and people have been saying, "Is
Hey.
that Deegan?"
Hey,
We've been hearing that a
that
lot.
Gonna pull that whip back?
Wow. It's confusing with the on a Yami. I get it. Get mixed up real quick.
Ryan, you're up on 5.
Legend. All right, this is one I really want to know. What is your biggest pet peeve on the mountain, on the resort?
easy, dude. Little jackets, big pants.
Amen.
I'm out on
That's
that
the new
shit,
style, dude. That was kind of my pet
Not
peeve.
tight.
Dying.
Can you hear my podcast? Because that was kind
That
of
was
my-
you?
Yeah. Well, mine was like
Oh, yeah,
mine was the
that's right,
parachute
that's right.
pants.
Yeah, dude.
Jacket, big pants.
Dude. Hey, if you're gonna
Respect.
try to do it like Henrik, you gotta wear the big jacket like Henrik. That's what's up.
Double down.
That's a new style with the little groms
Straight
too.
up, dude.
They
That's-
like wear
that's
like the little
excellent.
like
What
jackets
you
that
got?
flap in the breeze as
Just-
much as they can.
being too aggro on a pow day. We get it. We're having fun.
Powder panic.
This is sick, and I understand a little bit of powder panic, but like, man, we are out
Shots
there
fired.
to have fun. No, because yeah.
Steven, what do you got?
Man, it's just there's too many people in resorts these days.
We're taking our damn time.
Can we just get less people? Can we just get less people?
Oh my god, it's better than the backcountry, right?
Yeah, don't go out in the back.
Yeah, horrible. So, and this is all play for all of you. Just kind of go through fast. I think there might be one person, but what local is on the come up that you would say?
Ooh.
Skiers, I guess. Not snowboarders, but
What local is on the come up? That's a good question.
Dude, Blakely's got to get in the backcountry. T. Blake, that's it.
Dude,
He's there. He does it.
shreds.
He's there, dude. That's
He
it.
does shred.
He's already passed the come
Shout
up,
out
but
Tanner
yeah.
Blakely.
Yeah,
Fucking
T. Blake,
ripped.
get in
Yeah,
the
straight up,
crunch.
dude.
Let's go hit
It's
some
time.
step ups.
He's retired from the park skiing, which is probably good on the knees. But yeah, it's time to shred some pow, dog.
He's like 21 or 22. He's young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
I
young
think
buck.
so.
Yeah, I mean, and also Parker Overby. He's getting wived up, but
Yeah, young park neck.
he comes out with us early season, but he just bails on us mid season. So we need to figure out how to make it happen the whole year.
Parker, if you're listening to this, please come skiing with us.
Bring your pickaxe.
Yeah.
Yo,
Or-
I also want to hit the young Groms at Schweitzer. Dude, the Schweitzer
Amen.
little free ride crew. Dude, those kids are crushing. It's good. They all know who they are, right? But like, dude,
It's another level.
it's
it's
straight
another
up another level, and it's hilarious because we go and watch them some days, and I'm just like, "Bro, I'm too old, dude. I don't need that in my life, dude. But mad respect, those kids are crushing. So no,
They're
it's good.
going so hard. It's so sick.
Who is most likely to get their snowmobile stuck?
Steven.
He's sled neck Deegan on the snowmobile. This guy has like 10 years of experience. I'm like 4 years in, so I'm
Dude, don't
better
cut
than
yourself
most. I'm
short.
better than
True.
You are truly
As of lately.
6 years. You've got almost 7 years on the snowmobile now.
really.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? You're getting old.
I think your math is a little off, but
All right, next one. Out of the three of you guys, who is the most likely to black out drinking?
hey, it depends on what time of year it is.
And where we're at.
And what we're drinking, right?
In Wiss, definitely Blake.
Yeah, if we're in Whistler,
Any club in Whistler, this guy.
In Max, definitely.
Techno just going hard.
In Max, it's me.
Oh yeah.
I feel like at home, I want to say Essex, but that's not true.
I honestly, Tredo doesn't get blacked ever.
Yo, just
Like, literally never, dude.
It just keeps on the rails.
Is he over
dude.
there feeding the plants beer though? Like, everyone else is going hard. He's like,
Nah.
I don't know, dude, but yeah, no, that's the truth, dude. If we go to Whistler, I'm
Garf's at Wiss.
I'm cooked.
Garf's
you're cooked
gets him.
before you even signed up.
Right.
love it.
Who's most likely to piss in the tent or themselves?
Cam for sure. Piss in the tent. Cam won't make it outside.
Well, I piss in the tent all the time.
He does. Essex does be in the tent a lot. Yeah, he likes to do that.
He won't make it all.
Because this
Well,
is snow.
I was gonna say the snow.
Right.
Accidentally pissed
Yellow
in the tent.
snow.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
No.
respect, though, honestly.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
chef, so we
together.
kind of let him do what he wants.
has anybody peed in a hotel room?
No.
Blake's bachelor party was pretty crazy.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
With that fun, we're gonna close it out here. So, do you guys have any thank yous, shout outs, any sponsors that you wanna? I mean, you kind of give a couple.
We're gonna do like
Any
three more. This is part one with
Smell
the
insults you wanna do,
with
Mike?
the potato boys. We're gonna do like
Dude, I'm kinda
part
addicted to
2,
these
part
things.
3.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna do this like once a month. So
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get crying and start making
A lot
shout
of
outs.
shout
Here we
outs.
go.
First one, Joe at Nordica. Big shout out. We literally could
dude.
not do anything without Joe at Nordica. He is the man.
I got the cat ski with him. He was the man.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah.
You were there. That's
I was
right.
there.
Amen.
Cool fucking dude.
Dude, all the brands that have supported us in doing this crazy thing that we're doing, we are so thankful. In the earlier years, like Nordica was a perfect example of that. It was just kind of this wild idea, and they were so down with the cause. So that's awesome. Yeah, Nordica, huge one. Thule's been a huge supporter. Subaru's been insane and awesome over
Subaru.
the years. Holy cow.
Much respect, dude.
Honestly, 805's been hooking it up, which is sick.
What up,
I
805?
can't.
Seek Outside.
Yeah,
Shout out to Seek
Outside is a huge part of what we've been doing.
They
Honestly,
changed the game.
They literally did change the game and what we're doing.
That's our teepee for all of you that don't know. Seek Outside. Go check them out. They're really sick. So
And you guys gave one away at one of your
we did. Yep,
movie premieres.
for sure.
Just to kind of, do you have some more? What about?
Yeah, Hestra has been so pivotal, especially this year. They're honestly getting on the program of what's going on. People are just believing, which is
Leather
so good.
gloves, bro. That's it.
Game changer.
There's
That's
nothing
all
like-
you need to say, dude. Good leather gloves in the mountains is like that's as good as it gets.
Dude, balming up a fresh pair of leatheries.
Best
Much
pair of
appreciated.
gloves I've ever.
And I want to say
I've ever
thanks
worn.
to Cessna. Cessna's super sick. If you guys want to give us a Skyhawk, we'll
Hartnell
take it.
props. And they're all-
Yeah. Cessna and Hartzell, thanks for keeping us alive.
So they're talking plane shit that it's going way over my head. But I,
I didn't even pronounce it right. Sorry.
Because everyone's joking. And just before we close out, what's next for you guys? Just give us that clip of 30 seconds of
Is
what
there a video? There's the video coming this year,
Famous
right?
Potatoes 3 is going to be so sick. I'm so proud of what we got up to last year. It was the culmination of so many different things. We got to really step into some things that we've been working on for a long time, and it lined up super good. The snowboard segment in it is nuts. And yeah, just make sure you come check it out for the premiere this fall.
Don't expect much snowboarding.
You guys do have snowboarders though, so that, I mean, it's rad.
There's a couple in there, but there's not
1 second
No,
clip.
I'm just joking.
It'll be-
That's
it'll be in-
is sick.
In Coeur d'Alene this fall, though.
Yeah, Coeur
Yeah,
d'Alene this
yeah.
fall.
Fort Wayne this fall.
I
Tuna
don't
just
want the Cannon boys fucking picketing outside of that. No snowboarders show up. They got signs in the car.
Take some salts.
It'll be a proper premiere again this year, so we're
Yeah.
pretty
No,
pretty
the
hyped
premiere's
on
gonna be
that.
sick.
Tuna just finished the rough cut of the movie, so we're in it, dude.
Nice.
Dude. Well, right on.
We're hyped
Thank
to
you
see
so
it.
much
Thanks,
for
boys.
Yep.
joining us.
You guys are
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
That was sick.
Thank you.